For quadratic formula is y plus mx plus b equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yes. All right.
And action.
Okay, so the parent function for quadratic equation is y equals x squared. It's right there. For this, the vertex would be 0, 0. You graph right there. And then when you graph it, you want to make an xy table. So when x equals 0, you square it, y equals 0. X equals 1, you square it, y equals 1. And when x is 2, you square it, y equals 4. And then you do the same thing for the negatives. So it would be 1, 1, and then negative 1, 1. Be 2, 4, and then negative 2, 4. Then you would go.
So what's the inverse of the function?
Okay, so the domain and range of this would be, the domain is all real numbers, and the range is 0 to infinity. It starts at 0 and goes all the way up, and all real numbers, because these are also going all the way out while they're going up. Okay, so this is the baby function of a quadratic equation, and to find the vertex it would be h comma k, and here the equation is y equals a parentheses x minus 1 squared plus 3, and the 1 would be h and the plus 3 would be the k. So you would plot that at 1, 3, and then to plot the rest you would make the xy chart just like the parent function. So when x equals 1, y equals 3, when the x equals 2, y equals 4, when x equals 3, y equals 7. So you graph that, and then you would do the same thing on the other sides of the axis of symmetry. So graph it, looks like that. Okay, so to find the inverse of the baby function, you first need to restrict the baby function, and the restriction would be x is greater than or equal to 1, so that you know that it's split down the middle and x has to be greater than or equal to 1. And so when you find the inverse, you first have to switch x and y, so we turn to x equals y minus 1 squared plus 3, and then you just try to solve for y. So first thing that you do is you subtract 3, so it's x minus 3 equals y minus 1 squared, then you radical it, and then it goes to radical x minus 3 equals y minus 1, then you just add the 1. So this is y prime equals radical x minus 3 plus 1. And this usually is a positive and a negative, but you're only using the positive because you're using the positive restriction. So when you graph the inverse, the vertex is 3, 1, there, and all the points are just the opposite. So it would be 4, 2, and then 7, 3. Just graph it like that. And then the domain is 3 to infinity, and the range is 1 to infinity. That is how you graph the inverse of the parent function.